Let's talk about something we've all felt, right? That feeling of being completely lost when everything seems to be happening all at once. But what if you had the perfect English words to actually describe that chaos? Well, today we're going to dive in and turn that muddle into meaning, that confusion into real confidence.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with that overwhelmed feeling. Then we'll get the right words for confusion and dilemmas. We'll even tackle those tricky workplace frustrations. After that, we'll find our way out with a handy toolkit of phrases, and by the end, hopefully, we'll all be seeing the light.
All right, let's just set the scene. You know that feeling, right? Your to-do list is a mile long, your phone is buzzing off the hook, and you just feel kind of stuck in a fog. That's exactly where we're going to start. We have all been there. You wake up, you immediately spill coffee on something important, and it just feels like your brain has hit the off switch. So what do you say in that moment? What's the right phrase?
Well, instead of just saying, "I'm confused," you could try this. "My brain is in a total muddle." It's just the perfect way to describe that mental chaos when all your thoughts are tangled up. It's such a human feeling, and this expression, it just captures it perfectly.
Okay, so we've identified that feeling. Now, let's get a little more specific. Let's learn the exact words to name these challenges. Because, using the right word at the right time, it's a fantastic way to elevate your English.
Let's zoom in on this word muddle. It's not just simple confusion. I love how the slide puts it, a beautiful yet frustrating chaos. It's so true. It's that feeling when you have way too many ideas at once and you just have no idea where to even start.
And sometimes life throws something at us that's more than just a muddle. It gives us a dilemma. Now, this isn't just any old problem. It's a very specific kind of problem, where you're stuck between two choices, and honestly, both of them have some pretty big downsides.
This example here just nails it. Imagine getting this amazing career opportunity, but it means moving thousands of miles away from your family. That's a classic dilemma. There's no easy, perfect answer there at all.
When you're up against the dilemma like that, you might feel like you're in a tight corner. Just picture that for a second. You're literally stuck in a corner with absolutely no room to move. That powerful image is exactly what this expression gets at, that feeling of being trapped by a super tough decision.
Now, not all problems feel the same, do they? Especially at work. It's really useful to be precise about how frustrated you are. So let's dig into the difference between something that's just irritating and something that's genuinely annoying.
It really just comes down to intensity. Losing your keys for 5 minutes, yeah, that's irritating. It's a small, temporary bother. But an annoying problem, that's a whole other level. It's something that really gets under your skin and makes you lose your patience.
Okay, picture this super common workplace situation. You poured hours into a report, and in the big meeting, your colleague basically presents it as their own. You turn to your friend afterward and say something just like this.
And you know what? Your friend would be right to correct you. This isn't just a minor irritation. This is deeply annoying. Using that stronger word shows just how serious the situation is. It's way more precise and, frankly, way more powerful.
All right, we've spent enough time describing our problems. So how do we get out of the muddle? Let's shift gears now from just talking about the chaos to taking clear, decisive action. Here is your two-step plan. First, you need to get to the bottom of things. That just means finding the real root cause of the issue. Once you understand the why, then you can get a grasp on the situation, which means you're finally starting to understand it and take back control.
Now let's pull all of this together into a practical toolkit. These next few slides are all about helping you master these phrases so you can sound confident and in control, even when you don't quite feel it yet.
Context is absolutely everything. As you can see, saying "I'm in a muddle" is pretty informal, perfect for a quick chat with a trusted coworker. But if you're in a formal meeting, "we are facing a dilemma" sounds much more professional. And "in a tight corner," that one's super versatile. It really works in almost any situation.
And here's a quick tip to help you sound even more natural. For the word muddle, you don't want to draw out the vowel sound. Keep that oo sound short and sharp, just like in the word cup or luck. Muddle. Go on, give it a try.
All right, time for a quick test to see what you've picked up. I'm going to show you 3 sentences with a blank space. See if you can fill them in with the right expression. Ready? Let's do it. Okay, number 1. My thoughts are everywhere. I'm in a total muddle. Yep. Number 2. I have to choose between 2 job offers. It's a real dilemma. And for number 3, to solve this, we must get to the bottom of the issue. How'd you do? I bet you did great. So,
After all that hard work, defining our problems, finding solutions, we finally get to the best part. That amazing feeling of hope and clarity starting to appear on the horizon.
And this is the ultimate expression of hope. When you say you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, it means the hardest part is over, and a positive outcome is finally in sight. It's such a beautiful way to talk about making progress.
So here's the big takeaway. Learning these phrases is about so much more than just building your vocabulary. It's about giving yourself the tools to understand what you're feeling, to communicate that clearly, and to find a real sense of control and hope, especially when things get tough.
And now it is your turn. Which one of these expressions really stuck with you? Go ahead and write one sentence in the comments below using a phrase you learned today. I'd love to see what you come up with.